What's going on, Bonnie? How you doing today? I'm doing all right. Working on upgrading starting soon screen. Yo, what's going on, Chris? What's going on, Delta? Right now we're in the middle of upgrading. We're upgrading this scene here that I worked on previously. I want to work on this for a Be Right Back screen. So as of right now, we kind of changed the colors of the room a little bit. I also fixed some issues with clipping, because in the original scene, the base of Samus was like clipping through the bottom here, messing up with the GameCube. So right now we are adding a Triforce from The Legend of Zelda to this. Matter of fact, I need to scale this thing up. You have a crown next to your name because YouTube's doing this new thing where it has like a top fans. So essentially, the more you talk in chat, the higher your rank goes up in the leaderboard. It's supposed to take you ages. It took me 2 days straight. So like 48 hours of just pure work. Oops. Make this one and then... it's not working. Cool. Now, where do we want to put this sign at, though? I'm honestly just trying to fill space. Would you believe me if I told you that this is like my first time working in Blender that's not for 3D printing purposes? So I made all this within 2 days with barely any experience. Blender's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. But then again, I was also making files for my 3D printer, so I guess that experience kind of helped me. Yo, what's going on, Jake? How you doing today? Also, chat, I'm about to expose my scene here. Ready? So essentially, this is just a giant box that I created. On the inside, I made shelving for the TV. And behind it, there's literally nothing but empty shelves. Because the camera only shows like this little area. And this is all that renders is this right here. Also, I actually kind of want to test something. I had this idea to get rid of the plain sort of like walls that we have going on. Currently, we have like a stucco kind of like texture for the walls. I kind of want to change that to something a little bit more cooler for the Be Right Back screen. You can kind of see the texture here on the wall on the right-hand side column. I'm gonna go to textures, add a new one. Yeah, we currently have like a plaster wall. Add a new material. Change this to... Huh? Base color. Image texture, there it is. Oh, I think it worked. Yeah, I've tried using Fusion 360. It's an absolute nightmare for me. Okay, that's weird. It doesn't show the textures. Is it because of the plaster? Did I remove the plaster texture? No, that did nothing. What is happening? Is it outside the wall? No. That's weird. It's obvious. Oh, wait a minute. Is it one of these? No. I'm doing good. How are you? But yeah, chat. Actually, I can kind of show you guys what's going on here. So we've got an N64, specifically an Ultra 64. We've got the Nintendo 2DS. We got some helmets down here. We actually have the Joker mask from Persona. We've got the ship from F-Zero. Mario Kart from Mario. We got Samus's ball. And up here we've got the consoles. That's one of my favorite games, Pokemon Fire Red. Now you're good. Got some Pikmin over here to the left-hand side, giving you the death stare. Down below, we've got a Mew. We've got a first edition Charizard. And then we have whatever this Pokemon card is. I really like the GameCube texture, though. The GameCube texture is really cool. I really didn't want to overcrowd the entire scene, but I really liked the keyblades and stuff. I felt like it needed more stuff around the swords, but at the same time, I didn't want to overcrowd it. I'm kind of annoyed that the textures aren't working. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try to copy We're making new plane here, so we're gonna add a new mesh. And then I'm gonna scale it up. And I can add another texture to it. Ah, see, that one works. Oh, that looks so sick. Okay. Now that I know that the texture works, I'm gonna try to change the room now. I like the white walls, don't get me wrong, but I think if I change the wall texture here, wait, that's white marble. That's not what we want. We want... Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Makes it hard for the light to reflect, though. Kind of absorbs all of it, you know what I mean? What the? What happened? Wait, that's not... Wait, that's actually kind of cool. Hold on. It like absorbed the black texture from behind and combined it itself with the new texture. That's not supposed to happen, but it also kind of looks really cool. That's sick. Yeah, how do I scale that texture though? Wait, I can have animated textures? Ooh, that would be cool. Let's have random memes on the walls. What doesn't make sense to me is why does this wall do that with the texture when the other plane was fine? Oh, wait a minute. This is a cube, that's why. It's trying to put the texture on a cube. Because what I did was I created a cube texture, or sorry, a cube mesh, and then I essentially just painted it white. So we need to add a plane and replace it. What object was that? Guess we'll just delete that then. Add the plane. Transform it. $90 degrees. Turn this into a giant wall here. There we go. Nice. Yo, what's going on, Aaron? Also, chat, my microphone starts breaking. Let me know. Because last night it started sounding like an Xbox 360 microphone. Alright, so now that we have a new wall put up, we can re-add the material back to it. What the? That is not the right texture. New texture. Open image. Nice. Look at that, chat. It actually doesn't look too bad. I would prefer to want to have it glow a little more though. Let me change out the image texture again. I just realized the wall is too far, like, inwards. Right there. Nice. Ooh, chat, that actually looks so sick. And what I can do is I can animate this to where it moves. Let me go to the... Is it shading? Yeah, it's shading. I'm gonna add an immersion layer. Input. Yeah, let's go. Oh, that looks so good, chat. I think it'd be a sick floor instead of having like a wall that glows. It might just be cool just to have just this one wall and then have everything else be normal. What do you guys think? Should we keep the wall? Should I change the floor and make that into like a floor, or? I don't know. It's cool though. That texture is crispy. That is not very good. I might have to upscale the textures. Rechange the sample rate because that looks bad. Wait, Badlands is coming in cinemas November 7th. Let's go. Chat, the only problem right now is that because this texture has... Wait a minute. Yeah, it just doesn't allow the lights to come through. Like, all the lights just got turned off immediately because there's like a wall texture here. We may have to actually just stick to this, not have any glow, which kind of sucks. But at least the lights actually still work. Well, some of them still work. Welcome back, Chris. We actually might have to up the power on the lights. Wait, am I able to change the thickness of a plane? I might actually have to rebuild the entire room in that case because the way that the textures work is it tries to wrap itself around a cube, and this entire room was made with cubes instead of an actual plane. So if I can change the thickness of a plane, then I have work to do, which is going to take another 2 days. Well, not really, because I've already placed all the assets inside the actual room itself. Probably take about half the time. Okay, yeah, that's not changing thickness. Maybe you can't scale the thickness of planes? What? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, if that doesn't work then what if I stack them? Like this. There's other ways around my madness. What? Excuse me? And what if we place it here then? Add mesh, plane. Okay, that did not change thickness, but what I'm gonna do here, just kind of drag it up a little bit, you know what I mean? I literally might have to add texture to this. Because I am blind and can't see. We need... Is that a blue mat? Yeah, we'll just use that. What is this music? That is not Zelda. There we go. If I hit Control J, it combines them. I can't tell if it actually got thicker or not. I'm trying to add thickness to this plane, but I don't know. It looks like there's a gap in between it. Yeah, it seems like way too much work for something so simple. All right, chat, we're gonna make a neon sign. So what I'm gonna do here is scale this down to about 1/3 of the size. There we go. Rotate it 90 degrees and then add it to the wall. Question is where do we want to put it? Oops. I mean, we could add it here, but like, I don't know. So, Chris, how bad is the learning curve for Fusion 360? I honestly don't think I gave Fusion 360 much of a like an actual chance. You know what I mean? I found it pretty intuitive, really. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know exactly how to make a neon sign. I could go watch a tutorial real quick on YouTube to do it, but I'm just gonna cheat the system here and just do it how I think it would work. Is just add in like a glowing layer behind it, and then let's like not even ask any questions. The least that we do or talk about, the better. Let me see if I can't add a light real quick to the background of this. So let's actually paint this white. I think it is already white actually, although on my screen it appears gray. Ooh, French toast sticks are good. Alright, here's the emission layer. Aha! Would you look at that, chat? We now have a neon sign. That's my way of just doing things. How's it going, Renee? Hopefully you're doing well today. I don't even know how that's gonna look within the render, because it's like blasting red onto the top of the ceiling. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? It's supposed to reflect off of the other materials. It's just really strong. We'll try like 80 instead. Alright, we're gonna try to render an image while live and hopefully it doesn't break everything. Alright, it's rendering. It's rendering in 4K resolution, so I don't know. It might take a minute because we're live. Oh yeah, no. Well, currently, I'm running off of a single stick of RAM. My RAM died 6 months ago, and I just haven't gotten around to replacing the dead RAM stick. So I'm running on single lane, 16 gigs of RAM. Which 16 gigs isn't bad for rendering, especially this small scene. It's just the fact that I'm running at half speed because it's like on single channel. Like at the moment, Blender says it's not responding, but I know that it actually is in the background. Oh. 1 second, chat. I got a phone call. All right, I'm back. All right, chat, the render's finished. I'm gonna pull it into OBS so we can all take a look at it. Cool. Nice. I actually kind of like that it doesn't like blast it across all the other walls except for the ceiling, which is what it's supposed to do. I just realized that the Wii U and Nintendo Switch textures are gone though. Like the screens just didn't render. Okay, that's weird. I think there's a texture issue, but all in all, that's not bad. I'm kind of tempted to change the lighting from white to another color. The original was blue. Can I combine all of these lights into the same one? It would make my life so much easier. Control J. Nope. That's a bummer. Wait, so it's really gonna make me change each individual color? Are you serious? So what we could do is for each one of these up on top, make them their corresponding colors. That's cool. And we'll swap over to like this ice blue. I hate the fact that I have to change each individual color by typing in all the color codes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see how to change color of multiple lights in Blender. You can create light instances or link their object data instancing Alt-D. Alternately selecting multiple lights and then using Control L. Oh, really? Okay, so area 54 all the way to area 1. Alt-D. And then Control L. That didn't work. Okay, it seems like I'm going to be changing each one of these individually. by the way, Chris, have you done any new projects with your 3D printer? I know you do resin printing. I thought about getting into resin printing, but I heard you can develop crazy allergic reactions to it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna skip that one. Now, I wonder if there's an animation that I can do. I'm sure that there is, but essentially just to have rolling RGB colors goes across all of the area lights. I wish there was a way I could just group all these and it would actually work. It would make life so much easier. Having to change each individual color. Yo, what's going on, Zen? I actually do have plans for that, Chris. I can actually explain a little bit about why I haven't done any animations yet. I tried rendering the animations, and it was like 7,500 frames, and it said it was going to take 20 days to render on my computer. Now, I don't know if that's just because of optimization settings or something I'm doing wrong, but essentially I wanted it to be in 4K. And my computer was like, yeah, not happening. And that was like, by the way, that's continuous rendering. 20 days of continuous rendering. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. My electric bill will be like $3,000. Having my computer maxed out on all performance cores? Nah, I'm good. Ooh, chat, what I should do is I should create an animation of Zelda for whenever we go and we play Zelda games. Get a 3D model of, instead of Link, it's just my character, my model. I wonder if I can make a VTuber model. Like, not a PNG, but like an actual like live 2D model in Blender. I'm sure it's doable. Yeah, I'd have to be able to not be able to use my computer for like 20 days. Okay, we're good. However, I don't think it would be too bad just to have these things spin. My original idea was to have the swords on the walls, kind of like at a 90-degree angle or like a 60-degree angle, and then have them hover and spin. Everybody keeps calling me today. Hold on one second, chat. All right, I'm back. Sorry, that was work calling me. All right, what I'm working on right now, Zen, is I'm trying to get this all rendered out. This is not the same blue that we used last time, but I think it's a little bit better. I don't know, it's like a tealish kind of mint color. Yeah, no, Zen. Originally, I was gonna add. Let's see here. Oh wait, it's not gonna work on this one because it's a cube. Essentially, this is right here is what I was gonna add to the wall, which I might still do. Oh, by the way, Zen, have you me? No, I'm fine. It's because I just don't have a whole lot of energy today. Maybe. I did just wake up not too long ago. You're dealing with focused lay today, not so much of energy lay. All right, I know that I'm supposed to wrap this as a texture, but just using this as like a PNG is not bad. Wait, low key, kind of cool. Hold on, we might be cooking here. Hey, hey, hey. Wait, what? Why isn't it working? That's why. The angle's off. Now bring it forward. You know what? I'm not really a huge fan of it. It doesn't look too realistic. Alright, I'm gonna render this one out now. Render image. It's gonna take another 3 minutes to render. Cool. Alright, I guess I get to just sit here and talk to chat while we wait for this to render. I'll probably end here in a little bit and then go make lunch or dinner or whatever. And then we'll probably go live with Death Stranding or maybe more Kirby. I don't know. I definitely want to play Death Stranding though. Yo, what's going on? How's your Zelda streams been going, by the way? I've seen you've been playing through Twilight Princess. New Mortal Kombat movie comes out on October 24th. Let's go. This is Super Mario Galaxy music, but I swear it sounds like... That sounds like Final Fantasy VII music to me. I don't know why. Oh, Zen, sorry. I just remember what I was going to say. Have you been playing Moonriders? I'm kind of curious what kind of new songs you've added. I use Blender sometimes with my animations. Yeah, I tried rendering out this scene as an animation, but it was going to take 20 days. Which I assume is bad optimization settings with the Eevee render. Yeah, I don't know why it said it was going to take 20 days to render that. Moving out for a little bit. Gonna get on sometime soon and add some more songs. Nice, nice. Oh, chat. I bought the HD collections last night on sale of Resident Evil 0 and I think Resident Evil 1? Yeah, it's 0 and 1. It was a bundle. I'm out here collecting Resident Evil games like the Infinity Stones. I'm waiting until October so I can do a Resident Evil marathon. You've only played Resident Evil 2? Resident Evil 3 remake was okay. I heard they cut out a lot of content, which kind of sucks, which is why the game is only like 40 minutes long if you speedrun through it. I haven't played RE4 remake yet, but I'm excited for that one actually. I played the original, but I haven't played the remake. I'm actually kind of excited to play through RE6 because I heard a lot of people didn't like it. Yay, the render is done. It took 2 minutes and 19 seconds to render this out. Save. As new render. New render space neon. And also the images are not rendering on the front of it. I don't know why, but it's fine. I'll figure out how to add that later on in post. I mean, since it's just a still image render, I could probably just throw it into Photoshop and then warp the images over the front of the console. All right, chat, here's the new render. It's all done. Now I just have to go into After Effects. So I'm not about to take 20 days. The music is so loud, really. I'm gonna have to go into After Effects after stream and add the zooming animations, because adding animations to Blender, like I said, is gonna take 20 days. But this is what I am gonna essentially do for the new render. Yo, Penguin, long time no see. Been like a few years. How you been? But yeah, chat, this was the original render, which I kind of want to keep. I really like that kind of blue vibe. Hey, chat, that looks great, doesn't it? Old room, new room. I still think this room is more cozier. It gives off like a cozier vibe compared to this one. Wait, I just realized, look at the floor underneath, chat. The carpet got moved. Render. Oh no. I have to re-render it. Ripperonis. Yeah, I can see it right here. The floor moved. There we go. Render image. Ooh, chat, you know what we should do? I should recreate a stream room and put like a computer monitors up there and add like a be right back screen to it. That would be cool. All right, they got a custom gaming PC here. They happen to have a model for an IKEA desk. Do they have one with Alex drawers? That'd be so cool if they do. Oh yeah, literally somebody already has a PC setup model pre-made, which you can just download with the room pre-made, and then I can just design the stuff around it. Yeah, that's what we can do. It has room for a computer, so we'll put a computer there. All right, that Blender render is still going. Yeah, the music to Mario Galaxy is really good. Like, I actually kind of want to play Mario Galaxy after hearing all the music. I've been good, Penguin. I haven't been streaming as much as I would like, but we're slowly getting back into it again. I can't see that my schedule will ever be consistent until I get my health in order. But there's still going to be, you know, sporadic stream schedules for the foreseeable future for a little while. You should definitely play Mario Galaxy. It's my favorite Mario game. I have 3D All-Stars, and I'm pretty sure that comes with Mario Galaxy. I don't know if that's Mario Galaxy 2 or Mario Galaxy 1. It comes with 3D All-Stars. Thanks for the alert, Jake. By the way, Aaron, do you still play Smash Brothers Ultimate? Is Galaxy 1 on 3D All-Stars? That's perfect then. Alright, chat, the new room's been taken care of. Let me hit save here. Save image. Oh, that's cool. It actually updated in OBS. Perfect. Wait, I don't like the way the colors changed all the items on the shelves. Ew. You see that, chat? The items on the shelves turned to like a greenish hue. You can always just call me Lay, for short. I do kind of like the blue room more, though. Maybe we'll go back to the blue color. I don't know. But I kind of want to go work on the new room. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to hit save on this. So we'll save this, and then what I'll do is I'll repurpose the same file. I already have the carpet texture and everything already created. So I'm just gonna try to import. We'll hit save as a new copy. Dream room. E-right back room. Scene not finished. Save. Okay, so once that's done saving, Lay, there's gonna be Nintendo movies for Donkey Kong, Star Fox, Kirby, and Splatoon. I can definitely see us getting a Donkey Kong movie in the near future. Maybe not right away though. They're currently putting money into the new Zelda one. Alright, so we're gonna load up the exact same scene. Except for, I'm just gonna delete pretty much everything out of this room. Whoa, what just... What? What just happened? Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Hello? Why is everything so huge? What is happening? I delete a whole bunch and then more just pops right back up. Okay, so when I went to delete everything, I guess it just made everything huge. Wait, I think what happened was it essentially broke all of the original like bindings. Yeah, like that. Then I had to go back and delete all the default materials. Delete. Bruh. I wonder why everything just like exploded outwards. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna create a whole new Blender room. New general, don't save this file. Remember when you streamed Twilight Princess? Yeah. There we go. Let me fix OBS. Yeah, it's been a minute. Oops. You know what, since I kind of want to keep the same room because of the camera angle, there's got to be a better way to remove all of this stuff out of this room. Like that. And then... if I can't just delete them all at once, then what I can do is just kind of drag them out of here. Move that out of the scene. And then take all of these object area lights. Move them out of the scene as well. There we go. Cool, now we have a normal base here. But now, if I go into PC setup, import, I need to rotate this 90 degrees. Cool. Okay. I really wish I could just delete all these objects. It's really annoying. Wait, did that work? Oh, it worked! I had to do the delete hierarchy instead. Also, this music's kind of annoying me. No offense to anybody who likes the music, but... it's kind of hard to concentrate when it comes to Mario music. At least for me. Scale. And then... we'll do like a 5 scale? No, we'll do 3. I can't even see what's going on in this room. We need to add light. Add... There we go. That too big? Kind of, but not really. I mean, all right, we need to add the custom gaming PC here now. Did I just crash my computer? No, never mind, we're good. Wow, that PC is huge. Okay, delete the floor of the computer. That might be just small enough to fit on the desk. I wonder if we could just combine this to make just one big giant ultra wide monitor. I mean, we could actually do that. Hold on. Oops. There we go. Ultra wide monitor. Bam. Technologia. That's a really big ultra wide monitor though. I'm not gonna lie. What games are you streaming in 2025? Currently we're doing a playthrough of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I am planning on playing through I still need to finish Echoes of Wisdom from Zelda. I just recently bought the new, or not new Donkey Kong. I bought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and I've never played that one before. We need to add like a photo of Windows on here. Oh wait, no. We don't need Windows on here. We just need to have it say starting soon. So I'm gonna delete this, or actually no, we're not. We're just gonna replace the texture of the screen. So I'm gonna go into Photoshop real fast and add starting soon to this. All right, Penguin, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, there we go. So now if I add this, that's not the right one. Let's see here. All right, right now I'm currently working on the be right back text. Okay. Text is done now. There we go. So now wait a second, was that what I think it was? Hold on. Did I actually? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This texture, or whatever they did for the front of this, I messed up by whenever I stretched it. I pulled the sides off of it. What we need to do is grab the image and the monitor. I think it's centered. I think it's as centered as we're gonna get it, and then maybe we'll put this in the middle here. What if we move the computer over to the other side? Well, actually, hold on. If I do that, it'll just be a completely like blurred out screen, so that's not gonna work out. Under the keyboard. I also noticed that there's no mouse here either. Hey, why is that tilted? That's weird. Rotate that 90 degrees and then okay, so now I need to figure out what's causing this to happen. Almost kind of like the background of this. isn't centered. There we go. Nice. And then we can add the "be right back" text. What just happened? Yeah, that's not bad. All right, chat. What do we add into the room here? We're gonna add some shelves with some green, like, vines and stuff. I'm not really a huge fan of these shelves. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe floating shelves would be better. Like solid oak floating shelves. It's also kind of more basic though too. Yeah, should we just make it a grass wall? Not sure how this is gonna look, but we'll try it. The 5x5 grass square. Here's the problem, chat. It's not leaves, it's grass. That's the problem. Instead of me just like copy and pasting, can we just stretch this out? How bad is that gonna look? I guess we're gonna find out. Ew, I hate that. Oh, that's so horrible. Nah, get out of here. That was bad. We need to find leaves instead of grass. We're gonna use a texture plugin, chat. Look at the materials here. Let's see, what do we got? We got marble. Blue marble. Yeah. That's a little better, but not really. What if it's because this is a block and not a plane, and that's why it's doing that? We're gonna test this. I'm gonna grab mesh plane. And we're gonna re-add that same material back over it again. No, it's still doing it. I Maybe that's my own fault. Marble walls really don't work. What about wood? That's not bad. It's not great though either. Ooh, that could work. And then we'll just rotate it 90 degrees. A wood wall. That's not very good either. That's not bad. You know what? Maybe wood's not the way to go. These are all ugly. Maybe wallpaper would be better. Ooh, that's actually kind of sick. A cloud wall. But I guess if you want it to look like a shower. All right, there we go. I guess we'll just stick with these shelves for now. I need to flip these so that way they are identical. Oops. Ah, that's almost centered. Go through it on toilet. All right, let's see here. There we go. Get rid of those, and then we can start filling the shelves up. There we go. Now we can start adding lights to the shelves and stuff like that. Matter of fact, what if I make the shelves a part of the wall? Delete the outer edge here. Yeah, that's way better. It uses the space better as well. Sick. Whoops. That's not supposed to happen. What just happened? What? Here we go. Cool. Nice. Now we can start loading stuff onto the bookshelves. Oh yeah, that's right. We also need to add a gaming chair, don't we? Gaming chair. Whoops. Wonder why that texture is doing that. Maybe if I combine that with the monitor, it won't be like that anymore. No, it's still doing that. Then I guess we should add little like puck lights to the surfaces here. Where's the other light at? Get rid of the sun. What if I just scaled the X? There we go. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. I think I kind of prefer putting individual lights down. Let's see what they have for lights on here. They have ceiling lights that are round. Maybe a ceiling fan would be cool to have. That's a bummer. You know, there's a mic stand clamp, which I guess will have to suffice for now. And what I can do is I can grab a mic like the SM7B. And I can combine it into the same room. So let me go back down here and turn back on the sun so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'll grab the mic stand clamp. Import that file. Wherever that is. Wait, what? Ooh, you know what? It may not be the SM7B, but it's still a HyperX quadcast microphone, which I'll add to the actual stream room. Chat, should we have this coming up over top of the monitor? Or should we just have it over to the side? There we go. I'm not a huge fan of the textures that they use for this. Able to change the color. It kind of blends in with the back wall. New material, and then we'll add new. Change the base color to like a red. No, sorry, we'll make it white. You know what? I think it's fine. When we go to add lights, it'll probably shimmer anyways. One thing I really need to change though is to make this all longer. Because you can't even see it in the camera frame. Let's see. Yeah, it needs to be longer. What else am I not grabbing here? Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then check the camera view. Perfect. Only thing I don't like is just how small this microphone is right now. Rotate this 90 degrees. Change the texture color to green. Let's see solid green. Fleece fabric, green tiles. Green screen. Wait, what? They have an LED? Oh, that's cool. All right, make that base green. And then scale this down.